You got to learn how to hold yourself accountable. You got to learn that there's consequences and repercussions to your lack of action. You got to learn how to punish yourself, rude boy. So I was doing a live stream last night, and a youth said, "Yo, Jay, I'm struggling with motivation right now. I have no drive to get up and do anything, just lazing about." I'm saying, like, big man, you got to learn how to tell yourself, I need to do this, and that needs to be completed. I was like, you know what? Something so silly like this can just set you up in the right frame of mind in the morning. You get up in the morning, maybe go for a little piss, but within 2 minutes, drop and do 30 push-ups. You need to be able to set yourself even little silly tasks. Like, when I get up in the morning, within the first 2 minutes, I'm going to drop and do 30 push-ups and that. Little dumb stuff like that. I know it might seem silly to you lot, yeah? I'm telling you, that will set yourself up for having that disciplined mindset. Because motivation, blood, you're not going to always be motivated. Do you think man like Ronnie Coleman, the gym man, you think he was motivated every single day to go to the gym and work out? No. It was that discipline that got him to the gym every single day, or however often he went to the gym. You got to learn to hold yourself accountable and that. And like I said, you got to learn to punish yourself. So for example, let's say you set yourself a task. I'm going to do this. If you don't do that, if you don't make an attempt, you got to punish yourself. Now, that don't mean, you get me, yeah, they don't mean nothing mad. Yeah, I'm not talking about harming or nothing like that. Hopefully the video don't get flagged and taken down. I'm saying, you know, let's say you say, oh, I'm supposed to do this, so you don't do that. Right, you're going to punish yourself. Right, that means I'm not going to go out to the club. I'm not going to spend no money. I'm not going to buy no trainers for a month or something like that. You got to hold yourself accountable. Only you can hold yourself accountable. Only you is going to get you to be rich enough to buy yourself a property. Only you is going to make you successful enough to be able to afford a Ferrari, if you so choose. Or whatever, you know, only you is going to put enough money in your bank account so that you can afford nice designer luxury clothes and that. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to make you get that high paying job. So it's down to you. And like, if you set yourself a task and you don't complete it, and then you're not willing to hold yourself accountable and somewhat punish yourself, well, I can't help you. I can't help you. Like, if you set yourself a task and you are unable to complete that task, that's not too bad, as long as you make an attempt. So let's say, for example, I'm not a plumber, yeah? I'm not a plumber. But I need to fit a bathtub in my new house. If I say, right, on Tuesday, this is today or whatever, I'm going to go and fit a bathtub. If there's some complications and I can't fit the bathtub, I'm not going to punish myself because there were complications. I will punish myself, which I don't need to, because if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to go and do it anyway. But let's say I didn't complete it because I couldn't be bothered, and that, well, then I'd punish myself then. But I never need to punish myself because I always do things. If I say I'm going to do something to myself, I do it. So you got to hold yourself accountable, man. You got to. Like, no one is going to drag you out of bed and make you successful. I don't know what to tell you if you're struggling with motivation. No one's going to drag you out of bed. No one's going to knock on your door and drag you out of the house and say, right, we're going to fix your life. No one's going to do it. Nobody cares if you win or you lose, you know. All people care about is that you're in good health and you have a roof over your head and food on the table and trainers on your feet. Other than that, nobody cares if you win or fail. Not even your mum or your dad. Yeah, your mum and your dad want you to be a little bit successful. They want you to be able to afford a car and afford a house. Yeah, because they want your ass out of the house. Fucking 35-year-old still living at home. But they don't truly care if you, most parents, they don't truly care if you're a real winner in life. They don't care if you become a millionaire or not. They don't. They just want to make sure you're healthy, you're safe, you got a roof over your head, food on the table, clothes on your back, trainers on your feet. That's all they care about. They don't care, and they care obviously if you can, you know, bring children into the world and look after them somewhat. But they don't care if you truly win. My mum loves me. My mum, yeah, I love my mum loves me, but my mum doesn't care that I've got properties. My mum would still look at me the same and love me the same if I had no properties and I was just renting a flat. Yeah, my mum does not care like that if I'm that successful. So nobody really and truly cares if you win or you lose. When I say lose, I don't mean you're sleeping out on the streets like a homeless person, but you know, don't think for a minute, yeah, just because you're not sleeping out on the streets as a homeless person, don't think for a minute just because you're on a little 40-50k a year salary and that don't mean you're win, and you got a little BMW, that don't mean that you're winning. I mean, yeah, you're on a path to winning and that, but that doesn't mean you've won. No way. That's average. That's average. If you think you truly are doing your thing and that, and yeah, this is the be all end all, and you've reached the finish line because you're on 50k a year driving a Mercedes or a BMW, big man. How much does it cost to lease a Mercedes? What, £500 a month? There's people that will right now, yeah, what time is it? It's like 11 o'clock. There's people right now spending that, having brunch or whatever, late breakfast and that. Nothing. £500. Tonight, there's going to be a few people going out, and the bill for the table, just for 3 of them, is going to be £5,000, and they're going to spend that money and they don't give a fuck. Like, the levels of money that people have got is uncomprehendable, fam. It's just, you don't understand that there's people out here with mad money because you're just surrounded by people who are pretty much poor. You know what I mean? I don't think for a minute just because someone's got one house that they live in, yeah, they've won, they're winning, and they're rich. No way. You know how much people are struggling to pay their mortgage right now? No, man. But yeah, back to the original topic, original point. You got to hold yourself accountable. Say to yourself, I will do this. Yeah, I have to do this. Like, I ain't been running for a little while on that, yeah, because I took a break. But when I was going running, there was at no point, there was never a day where, even though I didn't want to go running, there was never a day where I said, right, I can't be bothered and I'm not going. No, never. Never. I wouldn't be able to sleep that night. Never. Never. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to fucking do it. I never took no unscheduled rest days of running. If it was running day, it was fucking running day. I didn't care if it was snowing. I didn't care if it was raining. I don't care if it was icy outside. I don't care if it was 1 in the morning. I mean, I would never leave it that late. But I used to go running at midnight, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. Or I would go running at 5 a.m. Doesn't matter what the weather condition. Even when I was sick, I could have the flu, I could have a mad headache, I would still go running. So I don't never need to punish myself because I never don't allow the task not to be completed or at least attempted. So that's the sort of mentality you got to have. When you ask me, oh Jay, and I'll make a proper full-length video so when I write down my points and that, how do I be more like you and that? Boy, big man, you got to be more disciplined. You got to be disciplined. You can't be a sheep. You can't be a follower. You can't buy into designer luxury goods and, you know, luxury cars and that. You got to not care about what people think. So, yeah, you got to be able to embrace loneliness as well. A lot of people think loneliness is a bad thing. Loneliness is fucking good. That means you're not distracted. That means you've got 24 hours in your day, apart from obviously you're working and that, but you got the rest of the time to hone in on your craft and that. You ain't got no girl, you ain't got no kids that are nagging you or demanding of you or need you to be somewhere. You ain't got to go to your in-laws. It's fucking Sunday meal, last Sunday of the month. Got this stupid little meal where you're taking your whole day out because you got to drive 50 miles up to the in-laws' house. And you got none of that bullshit. Loneliness is a fucking gift. Loneliness is a gift. So, yeah. I'll make a full-length video about, you know, how you can be more like me and that. Because some youth said he aspires to be like, man. I think he said in his comment, how do I be like you in the future? Or in the future, I want to be just like you. There's no future, big man. You need to start being like me today. This is not, you don't just wake up one day and I didn't just wake up and I'm like this. I'm saying this is a process and that. So you've got to start today. You know what I mean? If you lot met me like when I was 21, 22 years old, you could see that I would grow into this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you could see that, yeah, okay, this was the early stage of Jay Wise. I wasn't even a Jay Wise by now, it's just Jelani. But you could see, oh, okay. I could see him turning into that, because when I was like 21, 22, people used to say to me, older people, like, oh, you got an old head on young shoulders. So it means like you're ahead of your time, like a prodigy sort of thing. So yeah, if you want to be like, man, you got to start today. No, oh yeah, in a year's time I'll back up my ideas and get serious. Nah, fam. Man for start yesterday. You understand? Anyway, man, that's it, man. Stay wise. Tom, no.